Hello YouTube, this is Morgan, Airspeed Prime here at my next Sword Art Online review. This one is going to be my review for the Sword Art Online 2 Volume 3 DVD / Blu Ray limited edition release. The main thing is just that this is the UK DVD release, DVD and Blu Ray release for the third part of SAO II. So there's still one more volume to go, and that's coming out in July, but this is the third one. Release date for this was Monday, as far as I'm aware. I got mine today, so just a day late, but I'm glad to have it. Really loving what Aniplex / all the anime have been doing with these releases. They're just really well put together. So obviously this is the dub, but you can also watch it in subs as well on this, but we'll get into that in a minute. For now, here we go. It says Sword Art Online 2, Arc 2 Caliber / Arc 3 Mother's Rosario, because we get the full Caliber arc because it's only a couple of episodes, and then the first couple of episodes from Mother's Rosario. So yeah, really nice image there on the cover. Again, you've got the shiny effect as you can see there, and just really nice image of all of our characters as they look in the Caliber arc. We get Sinon as she looks in the game, Lisbeth, Lifa, Klein, Asuna, Kirito, and so on. Yeah, even Yui just there. On the back, we get Asuna and Yuki. Obviously, this is the Mother's Rosario kind of side of things. I was wondering what they were going to do with this, because obviously, like, they kind of have to promote this primarily as Caliber, but I'm glad that the back of it is kind of focused on the other arc as well. Really nice art. And then the spine image is Asuna. And we get Collector's Edition Part 3 of 4. And that's about all there really is to say there. Aniplex. And yeah, what we get in this is, of course, the little book, guidebook, as well as the kind of sleeve thing with the discs. Now the Blu-ray, this is where the Blu-ray would be, but I have it actually in my Xbox over there, because I'll show you the kind of DVD menus in just a couple of minutes. But anyway, this is the DVD. The only difference here is that it's the same image, it's just a kind of silvery effect, but it still has the same line art with it's basically just the line art from this cover, just kind of on a silvery background, while the DVD is in that background. And yeah, it's the same. They do the DVD Blu-ray the same way as before. It's the same thing. I think there's more extras on the Blu-ray, and then this is pretty much just the episodes. And yeah, and obviously of the second half of the sets, we covered the first 5 episodes, and then the final set will cover another 5 episodes. So that's what that's about. I'll get into the extras once I show you the DVD menus shortly. But yeah, this is 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, which you can see here. So we get, yeah, episode 15, The Queen of the Lake, 16, The King of the Giants, 17, Excalibur, 18, Forest House, and 19, Zekken. So yeah, the 3 Caliber episodes, and then the first 2 episodes of the Mother's Rosario arc. You can see the swords. Then on the back we have Excalibur itself. 3 Caliber Mother's Rosario. So that's what that looks like. Yeah, let's get into this booklet here, which is this is the main thing, I suppose, with the special collector's edition. Apart from the packaging, this is also the main extra you get. It's the guidebook for the episodes on this set. And it's pretty nice this time around, 15 to 19. The usual, little episode guide, description of what the episode is. So, if you're looking for a specific episode, not sure which one it is just based off the number or title, just quickly go in here, look at the first couple of pages, and you basically will know what each episode is and what you're looking for. It just has some screenshots and tell you who the directors and animators are, so pretty cool. This is the most interesting thing, I think, getting to see the concept art for the various designs. There's Freya, Thor, Urd, Thrym, Verdandi, Skuld, and so on. Jotunheim, all these kind of Norse names. Then we get interviews with basically like the kind of merchandise marketing director and stuff like that. The main emphasis of this interview seems to be these, what does he call them in the interview again? He calls them snuggle sheets, these Kirito snuggle sheets things. So apparently these images are put on like blankets or something like that, and they're pretty popular over in Japan. These Kirito ones, I think they usually do them for female characters, but they were very surprised that people wanted them for the male characters, just showing that there's a lot of female fans of the show. And there's 3 images of it, so that's pretty interesting. Yeah. Always nice to see these kind of interesting line art ones. Just having that grid is just a really cool way of showing you kind of how they draw these things, just how they keep the characters to scale. Just having that little grid there is very nice to get. And then you can see there just the colouring, that the general kind of theme for the Caliber arc is this kind of goldy brown colour, whereas you go into the Mother's Rosario arc and it's purple, of course, for Yuki. Then we just get those 2 episodes, and then, Kirito's ALO design, Asuna, Yuki, of course, and then some of the costumes, the kind of difference in terms of their battle outfits, and then they're just casual outfits, and then Sinon's design, of course. Next interview is with the Dengeki Bunko editor, and just 2 of the editors, basically, and they talk about the fact that they're the editors for Kawahara, basically, and that he has a lot of stuff planned out. Surprisingly, they mention a lot of stuff, like they mention Allyzation and stuff like that, which obviously none of that's out in English just yet, and it is a little weird in that there's a few things they mentioned that haven't been translated yet. Girls Ops has been translated. I haven't read it yet, but I probably will read it at some point. But I don't think this book, Sword Art Online Alternative Gun-Gale Online, I don't think that's been released in English. Then we just end with some really nice concept art and some more kind of promo images of the arc. That one's really nice, actually. And yeah, just the credits. We just end there. So really nice overall. And yeah, quickly before I show you the DVD menus, I'll show off the set as it is right now. So here is obviously the first set. Obviously we're in Phantom Bullet GGO arc, and there's the Volume 1 set. Very nice. There's Volume 2. Obviously the end of GGO. And then we have the newest one, Volume 3. And of course, if you got the Part 1 one, you'll know that you get this really nice kind of collection box to put the whole set in. And we are very close to completion now. Just one more set left, which is really cool to see what they do. I'm wondering, like, for the last one, will they do like Kirito, Asuna, or will it be Yuki on the kind of spine of the last one, or what? Not sure, but definitely seems like, okay, there's going to be a little bit of space left, that there's a little bit too much for, like, if you just put one there, it's going to be a little bit kind of not quite as tight as you maybe wanted. But at the same time, I suppose, to make it easy to get them out without breaking it, you sort of see why they leave a little bit of a gap. But it'll be nice to have it finally finished. I think as it's gone on, I think I kind of question a little bit why the entirety of the whole, SAO II like box set thing is Phantom Bullet, and why there's no Excalibur, why there's no Mother's Rosario, especially Mother's Rosario. I can maybe understand them perhaps not wanting to like overly highlight the really small arc, but I just think it's weird that there's no Yuki at all on this whole kind of overall collection box set thing. It's a really nice kind of collection of images for Phantom Bullet. It's just that I think most fans would probably say that, they probably prefer the Mother's Rosario arc to the Phantom Bullet arc, and Yuki especially. Like, I think everyone likes the GDO arc because Sinon is a very popular character, but it's definitely a little odd that they, like, I can understand like the front probably being Phantom Bullet because it's the main thing, but like why not even have this section, or even just the back be that. Even here, just the text, SAO II, Phantom Bullet, like no mention of the other arcs, but yeah, that's that. And then there you can sort of see the thing here that they went for black, obviously, for the Phantom Bullet arc. As I said, this kind of goldy brown color for the kind of coloring for the Caliber arc, and I assume it'll be purple. This thing will be purple for the next arc. and then obviously we'll have a guidebook for just all about that arc. I assume that the main focus of that will be like the concept art for the other members of the Sleeping Knights Guild and that sort of thing, the hospital and those emotional scenes. But yeah, but other than that, yeah, quick final look at the Part 3 set. And yeah, this is of course the Blu Ray / DVD kind of collector's edition. It's the only way to get the DVD, at least in the UK. There is a separate DVD release that I'm pretty sure is just the disc I showed you guys in the box, but in a more standard DVD packaging. And I don't think there's as much extras. But again, I'm not fully sure. But yeah. I'm going to just cut away now, and I'll be back in just a second, and I'll be showing you guys off the actual, I suppose, DVD menu screen for this set and show you what's actually on it, and so on. Okay, so here's my TV, and also my two Sword Art Online chibi figures there. And yeah, here is the DVD menu. You'll obviously get some of the opening music in the intro. Courage, of course, really nice music. I'll just turn it down so I can talk properly. So yeah, we obviously on the main menu have the episodes 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Setup is basically just choosing if you want English dubbed, characters speaking English, or if you want the Japanese voice actors with English subtitles. So they give you the option. I really like the dub for SAO, so I always go with the English. Though I have watched, I think, most of it in Japanese as well when it first came out. But yeah, the extras is the main thing, of course. We get Sword Art Offline Sword Art Offline 2 Part 6 and 7 original web previews, which are just like trailers for these specific episodes. Textless opening and textless closing, which are actually really nice. I actually watched the two of these, and it really makes you realize how much you miss, I think, because of the music, because of all the kind of extra stuff they have over it, that's obviously the text over it, that if you just focus on the animation and the music, it's actually really well done how they make these openings and closings. But yeah, these Sword Art Offlines are pretty fun. The first one is kind of more focused on the Caliber arc. It's Lisbeth presenting the show, and she basically has lied to Asuna about what time the show was at. So she's presenting the show, and there's a lot of jokes about how like Lisbeth, Silica, and Leafa don't get as much screen time as Kirito and Asuna, and they come back in. There's a whole argument, and it's pretty fun. I'll play a little bit of Part 7. This one's fun because you get Asuna presenting the show, and Kirito and Yuki are the guests on it. And what I really like about it is that this is the first one of, I suppose it's the main times we get to see Kirito and Yuki interact. Because obviously the focus of that whole arc is on Asuna and Yuki. So it's actually really nice to get to see Yuki and Kirito interact. And you actually see how similar they are, in that they're both really kind of high-end kind of players. And there's the whole thing of the, you know, Yuki's a kind of tomboy type. So she's in personality quite similar to Kirito in many ways. And you just see how much they kind of bond over the idea of like, Yuki's obsessed with kind of collecting purple gear, whereas Kirito's obsessed with collecting black gear, and they all have like little tips for each other. And you know, she's younger than Kirito, so she kind of looks up to both Kirito and Asuna, and there's some cute moments where she kind of references their relationship. I'll just skip ahead a little bit to show you guys some of this when they're on screen together. Obviously, none of this is dubbed. It's all kind of just Japanese audio with subtitles, but yeah, it's just a really fun way, I think, to get a little bit more character from Yuki, not directly related to the whole thing with her illness and so on, and of course develop Kirito and Yuki's relationship as well. There's that fun "it's my thing" bit. Black's so cool. But yeah, that's really about all there is. So yeah, we'll go back to the main menu. And that's it. Like, they don't go for any sort of crazy things. There's no episode commentaries or anything like that. But I suppose they try and cover that more or less in the little guidebooks you get with each of these sets. But basically that's it. And of course the episodes as well, of course, are on the set. But yeah, that's it. With part 4, I hope there's a few more extras, more than just Sword Art Offline Part 8 and 9 or whatever, that there's something special for the end of it, but we'll have to wait and see what exactly that set is when it comes out, I think in June or July, and I will be getting that and reviewing it, but yeah, for now, we'll cut back to looking at the set for one last little section, my final thoughts. Okay, so final thoughts are basically that, look, overall, like, I would say it's a little bit pricey for what it is. It's 5 episodes. You do get the guidebook. It is the collector set and all that. You understand you're paying kind of premium because you're getting the DVD and the Blu Ray and the book and the fancy packaging. But it is still just 5 episodes. So it's one of those things where if you just want the episodes, just get the DVD. But if you want the full, SAO II experience, want the collector set, especially if you've got the first couple in Blu-ray form, you might as well just get this one as well. They probably, if they really, really wanted to, could have done it in like 3 parts rather than splitting into 4, in that, like, there's 7 episodes on this. There's actually 8 episodes on part 2 because they include the 14.5 episode, which is just a recap episode, but it's still like a full 22-minute episode, so like you can see that the discs have enough space for like 8 episodes basically. And then you cut from an 8 episode set to a 5 episode set, and then we're going to get another 5 episode set. That's why I'm kind of hoping that they do something quite something special, something a little bit more for the final part, like even including like one of those small stories that aren't in one of the official like light novel things, where they just include one of those shorter light novels and we get that translated or something like that. That would be a cool little extra for a kind of final thing, but who knows really what they're going to do. Right now I'm kind of expecting basically just what we get here, but yeah, that's been the review. Thanks for watching, and bye.